Wait, something is wrong. This isn't Raw. This is SmackDown. The hell's a SmackDown? I joke, of course. I know what SmackDown is. It's a weekly show produced by the WWE where wrestlers wrestle each other and then we pop up and we give the good bits an up and we give the bad bits a down. Your main man Jack couldn't be here this week, so you got me instead. And I am, of course, Simon from What Culture, and that will obviously make tears just come from your eyes. But drink those tears and make sure you keep yourself hydrated. Anyway, let's get to upping some downing. SmackDown started with new WWE Champion Bray Wyatt swandering his way to the ring and declaring himself as the man. It was to the point, it was light on the usual Wyatt babble, and overall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. That gets enough. It got better too, because this party was eventually crashed by John Cena and AJ Styles, who are both like, hey man, I deserve a title rematch because they both deserve a title rematch. Then Daniel Bryan came out and told us, you know what? We're going to have a three-way for the title at the end of the show. Well, that is just spiffing. While this is how WWE has started every show they've done for the last 572 years, all this here made SmackDown feel really big and really special, which is how I like all my TV programs to feel. Lovely. As was the match they had as well. 14 minutes of non-stop action with three guys who know just in the hell what they're doing, and they probably watched the women's main event from last night on Raw and went, well, that was pretty good, we got to top that, and it was all awesome. The real question comes in the form of whether or not Bray Wyatt is a babyface, or whether Bray Wyatt is a heel. I mean, not only did he win this match here convincingly, but before it, he was attacked by Luke Harper, so he had to overcome that, and he was thrown through a table by AJ Styles, so he had to overcome that, and then he won the match by pinning John Cena, the man that he pinned at Elimination Chamber. So right now, Bray Wyatt's like the strongest booked dude in the world. I won't complain though. This is exactly what Bray has needed for the last few years, and straight away, he looks like an absolute monster. Can't be that guy. He'll kick your ass. The worry, of course, is that all this is only being done so he can lose to Randy Orton at WrestleMania 33, and that makes Randy Orton's win look even better. And that makes me sad. But we're going to see how it goes, and overall, it's an up. And let's go 3 for 3 with the ups, because WWE nailed it again when Randy Orton came out to confront his supposed WrestleMania opponent. We all know that Orton is eventually going to stick it to Bray, but WWE are taking their time, and that continued on SmackDown. Orton came out and pledged allegiance to his master. He even got down on his knees and kind of gave him a little bow while Bray stood there with a giant smile on his face like your bearded uncle at Christmas. It was a great way to end the show and very much painted a picture of two men united. But that just means when it does all go down, it's gonna feel even better still. And I slapped my hand to get the point across. And then Orton can be all like, dude, I got rid of all the other Wyatts. Aren't I clever, you little sly devil? SmackDown's tag team division has been suffering for a little while, and at the moment, it's probably worse than it ever has been. That gets an instant down. American Alpha are a great team, as are the other teams on SmackDown. But at the moment, it's just like, oh, we'll throw him against him and them against them. There's no plan, there's no structure, there's no story. It's a bit like someone is holding a massive party and everyone's like, well, who the hell's the host? This was more than evident last night when the champs took on the Ascension, because nobody cared. And why would they care? There's nothing to care about. I mean, when was the last time Victor and Connor won anything? You probably weren't even born. So if you were out there thinking, ooh, maybe they could win, well, that was just silly. You shouldn't have thought that. In short, we need storylines and we need structure. And we need it ASAP. Otherwise, whoosh, could go down even further. Right, I'm in two worlds about this, because on one hand, I do very much enjoy Becky Lynch versus Mickie James, because they're two good wrestlers and they know what they're doing. But it does kind of feel like WWE has no clue where any of this is going, so that gets it down. Why Mickie came back as a heel in the first place is anyone's guess. And now we've already got to the point where Lynch and James are just trading wins with each other, and every time that happens, you sit there and you're just a bit like, meh. You could get so much more out of this, or at least that's how it feels, so hopefully WWE takes a step back and goes, you know what, we need to get more out of this. Or not, I don't care, do whatever you want. Why not have them play a game of chess or a game of checkers? Hell, get them in the ring and just let them play dominoes. Who wouldn't love that, right? Well, what do you know? WWE did something at the Elimination Chamber that felt really throwaway but was actually part of a growing story. What a world, and what an up. When Dean Ambrose shockingly rolled up Baron Corbin at the pay-per-view, it just felt like a good way to get the man out of the match without hurting him too much. But it wasn't! Instead, it was the start of an angle between Corbin and Ambrose, because last night on SmackDown, Corbin, being well mad because of what happened, tracked down Ambrose and absolutely murked him. And murked him good and proper. If this all ends with Corbin beating Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship, well, I'd be alright with that. It would do wonders for his push, and he'd beat someone credible on his way to the title. That does kind of make Dean a utility player, and he's definitely much more than that, but I still like it. And there's nothing you can do that would make me change my mind. Do I like Nikki Bella versus Natalya? I'm not sure, but WWE's giving it time, there's a storyline, and it has continuity. So who am I to down that? Exactly. I guess enough. I did think the double count out at the Elimination Chamber was a bit rubs, but now it just means we can extend all this because there was no winner and there's got to be a damn winner. Plus we saw Maryse get the powder chucked in her face, which is slowly leading to that WrestleMania 33 match we all want to see. Maryse, Miz, Nikki Bella, John Cena. I am excited. Here though, Daniel Bryan was all mad because they keep making a fuss, which prompted the two to make even more of a fuss. Then Daniel Bryan went all dad mode on them and said, you know what? You two are going to have a Falls Count Anywhere match next week. And all that was fine. It was fine. So like I said, it gets an up. Because it was fine. I like the segment between new women's champion Naomi and Alexa Bliss. So that gets an up as well. Just raining ups in here. It was nothing special, but the two did have a very good back and forth, and Alexa Bliss seemed to insinuate that she will cash in her rematch next week, which she'll probably lose, because then Naomi can enter WrestleMania 33 as the champion because it's in her hometown. It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but it continues to plod along nicely, and sometimes that's all you can ever ask for. A plod. And then, of course, sooner rather than later, Alexa Bliss will win it back, because that's just life, especially WWE life. That's just how it works. And that was SmackDown. And another reminder that right now the blue brand is firing on all cylinders. I mean, I'll be sad if/when Bray does lose at Mania, but let's wait for the fallout, because the fallout sometimes can be more important than the actual moment. That doesn't make any sense, if you know what I mean. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about SmackDown, and then like, share, and subscribe. Then go to whatculture.com and read the article this whole show was based on, and you can even come follow me on Twitter at SimonMiller316. Oh, and by the way, Ben, I saw what you did yesterday, and I saw your impression of me. It was very funny. I laughed a lot. I'm coming after you, pal. Coming after you.
We're never going to stop doing magazines called wrestling. It's time for issue 4, the first magazine of 2017. And to celebrate, we're looking back on the wrestling year that was, including end-of-year awards for best and worst matches of 2016, best and worst wrestlers of 2016, best and worst feuds, and many more. Also, a gigantic career retrospective on AJ Styles, Dixie Carter's crimes against wrestling, and how WWE should have booked the road to WrestleMania 2016, written by this sexual Catherine Wheel. As ever, the magazine is available now to order at shop.whatculture.com. For the love of God, buy it.